Can you take minutes Wanya this round?
Yeah, I'll help you too. Only for Daniel.
Right.
The
Right.
Okay, can I
Yeah.
start first?
rest sendiri do.
Okay. Richard, start first then.
Okay, is my line smooth?
No.
Yes, I can hear.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Wait. Daniel, fan sound, please.
Okay, fan sound off. Okay, see my screen? I'm just gonna take 5 minutes. So,
Okay.
just to recap about what is Magna doing, it's car manufacturing, car parts supplier. So here you can see the benefits about automated driving. I don't want to go further about that. Overall, you can see over the years, the number of vehicles has been growing. Okay, I have some of all these so-called metrics that I see inside the template that I think is important, but I have not been able to extract them yet. Company profile, here a lot of employees, so I'm not sure being such a highly dense company
intensive.
with so many employees, is it so good or not lah? Okay, I think they should cut down on employment lah. Okay, this slide is a bit hard for me to go through, so maybe I'll ask questions later. But wait, let me see. So revenue segment over here, this is how they divide into lah. So from this revenue segment, you can actually see what are they doing. Mainly the one that makes a lot of money is the body and exterior and structure. So they also make the car chassis. Power and vision, I assume is all the mirrors and like Gentex and stuff. And then the rest, so and so. So they over here, they also do this complete vehicles, which is for your information, all these numbers are in terms of millions. So you see over here is actually 6 billion, 17 billion.
Are they OEM or do they have one?
Because it's actually for complete vehicle, I think it is OEM. I think. I don't think we have seen any or heard any Magna vehicles so far lah. But for the rest, obviously, is part of a car, so they just supply the part. Okay. But having said that, you see later you see inside. I'm not sure. Did I cut my slides here? No. They actually explain that who are they supplying to inside the annual report, and they did say like GM and so on and so forth. So I think they are kind of ODM or OBM in this case for the car parts lah. But for the complete vehicle, maybe it's the OEM. Wow, what's this teleportation device? Okay, geo segment. So from here you can see US is 20 billion, and then Europe is 17 billion, and then the rest is so only. And Asia Pacific is very small market, still very small for them. Just for information, also they also manufacture for all those large car companies. Essentially, all those top maybe top 10, top 20 in the world, they handle all lah. So in one of your requirements here, overseas says a domestic percent, blah blah. I wrote it here. Domestic is 5 over 40 billion. So you can do the maths. Business segments, I summarize all together because in the previous slide already done already. So essentially all combined, they mainly do R&D and manufacture different parts for various car manufacturers. And then their strategies to scale up, of course, they will do the R&D in-house. And then, as I mentioned last round, they do this VC-based investing and also M&A to acquire all this tech and merge under this company. Any hidden segment, I don't see any at the moment, because whatever that they say, always they're doing it. So nothing hidden for me. in this case. What kind of suppliers? Like I said, what kind of customers is all the car manufacturers. Suppliers obviously will be all the smaller components. This one I don't know how to answer. Pricing power of each segment. This one just using general knowledge. It is clear that obviously for those like chassis and all this, the pricing power is obviously belongs to the customer lah. Then there might be some certain, patented or special products that is handled by Magna. But from what I researched on their patents, actually, most of them are actually about the methods of manufacturing rather than the technologies. So I'm not sure how do you patent method of manufacturing. So I'm a bit curious, why do they even want to do that? Because then they publish this on the website, I mean on the patent office, which actually everyone can copy. So because manufacturing is nothing special ma. And business, sorry, next one. So one of the things they're doing in 3 to 5 years is strategic joint ventures, expand overseas other markets, and then focus on the four segments that they always mention: electrification, automation, weights, and driver assist, smart tech. So then, of course, the fifth one I see is robotics lah. So I think they are moving towards the Tesla kind of direction of in terms of manufacturing. I think everyone's doing that. The sense of management direction, obviously they want to leverage on the next so-called mobility wave, which I think if you combine it with the 5G rollout and also AI and stuff, then it is much more feasible for the automation to work. Okay, this one I don't know how to answer. So this so-called X factor will be the prime to ride on the next tech trend. I actually do feel that one of the mega trends again is actually belonging to automation in terms of vehicle automation. So when you combine it with the right AI chipsets and stuff and the 5G, then sooner or later it will happen. Okay. What strategies are they doing to create a sustainable competitive advantage? They focus on entrepreneurship culture according to the annual report. Valuation misunderstood by market. Yes, I think there's potential for PE expansion potentially, and I can see and sense that it kind of acts a bit like Tomra, which is a hidden champion kind of company. So toxic factors obviously will be the trade wars, which is actually affecting the role of 5G, as everyone knows. So and they're also highly dependent on the car cycle. Yeah, that's about it. So the rest of the questions, I think some of it is actually directed towards Terry. So I don't know Terry has seen my slides or not, but I hope they answer. Okay, that's it. Terry, your turn. Hello, Terry.
Right.
How are you? Yes.
Okay. So basically, because I was just I was not go through your slide in details. I was just looking on the minutes it's been taken on this company. I'll focus on that. So basically, regarding the figure, there was only one question being posted, which is regarding. I think this is the question that you asked me previously. So you're asking that on the CapEx that is spending every year across. Is this eventually using for buying a new staff, or you just serve as an OPEX? You need to say it's serve as a maintenance costs for the existing machine or any other stuff which is. And I found out that yes, every year, okay, although they didn't mention what kind of percentage, they only use kind of word like major part of the amount, which is you saw in this Excel form. This is the amount they are spending in capex purely in so-called asset addition. Okay, only mention out of this amount every year. The major part they didn't mention percentage, but they mentioned major part of it is goes to buying a new machine. Simple to say, what I able to integrate for the annual report itself. Okay, and somehow it makes sense. Because if you see based on the figure, which is depreciation itself, the depreciation cost on just purely corresponding to the machine that I study is also very high every year. It's in million deals. Okay, although there is a so-called gradually increase in terms of PP across the time, but still the rate of the so-called depreciation is also very fast. So this is what I'm able to find out. Meaning to say, you see based on the cash flow that I generate every year, right? Almost half of them it actually goes to buying, expanding themselves, buying a new machine into their manufacturing line. This is what I think from that.
You mean the
Except,
capex?
yeah, I'm talking about just capex alone. Except
But
for
it
2000.
includes M&A, right? Your capex.
Yeah, no, this one you misunderstand it. This one equipment is a so-called just a default template that we use, But if I go to the annual report itself, this one is they didn't do much in terms of amendment, except for the 2016. Okay, this year the amount has been exceeded the so-called cash flow itself on the operation. Why? Because nearly half of this amount is they are actually go and spend the amount to buy this company so-called GERA. Okay, GETRAG. GERA is a so-called global supplier or automobile other system including manual blah 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 blah. So these companies they are buying because I guess they are seeing a so-called potential. This company is basically has sell to all these kind of very famous so-called automobile company, BMW, Audi, Jiangling. So I didn't know this company. Ford, Volvo, Dongfeng. That's all I found.
Okay. Then can I ask you questions based on my list, and then based on the numbers, can you find out? I mean, like, since you already done the numbers, right? Do they do a lot of unnecessary share buybacks?
Based on what understanding, no. But I will confirm again. Ask questions.
Others can ask the question first.
Richard, about your slide, you were mentioning like they behave like hidden champion format like Tomra. What do you mean on that? Like, where do you see it? You can elaborate.
Wait, I cannot talk now. Wait,
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you repeat?
So just want to reflect. You say the management behaves like a hidden champion format, like like Tomra. So just want to know like what signs do you see that make you think that?
Oh, okay. In the sense where the way they behave and like the chairman, all the CEO letters and stuff, and also more importantly, it's actually about the company itself, which is not very obvious to the public, but if you look at it I mean, you are a niche player, you're in the industry, then they are one of the top lah. So not being inside the industry itself, that means it's not in our circle of competence. You won't know this company exists. So in a sense, yes, hidden champion. Yeah. Okay. I can I ask other questions to Daniel? Sorry, to Terry. What's
Yeah.
their? Do you know what's their CCC?
If you had this, hold on.
Can you share your screen? And are you able to find out what is like their inventory turnover rate or something like that?
Wait, give me a moment. Give me a moment. Okay, the CCC for the latest year, based on the peer comparison, is based on 2018 itself, 30 days.
30 days is considered very fast, right, Adrian?
for such a company?
It's considered fast. It's even considered the complete vehicle. But what is the inventory turnover? I think this one is more crucial because they
Yeah,
are
I
the
know inventory turnover.
No, you're talking about inventory over days, right? In terms of days, right?
days or
Inventory days is 35 days.
also very fast. Even consider complete vehicle.
Yeah, so it's almost like GIT already, lah, right? So okay, that's very good, lor. So I don't think in that sense, being a manufacturing company, they don't actually keep a lot of stock, or other than that, either they plan it very well, or the moment they manufacture it, there's so much demand. So 3 ways to look into it. Then the acquisition for the company on what 1 or 2 years ago, right? That Gentrack thing. Did they pay a lot of goodwill for it, Terry?
Asking another good question. So let me show to you this screen now. Okay, can see this, right? Right.
Yes.
So you can see basically their goodwill. Good is pay about 500 over million.
Is that considered a lot, lah?
But as a percentage to total asset,
What do you mean? The total asset? Because this one is the total investment acquisition has been put on this company alone.
yeah. I mean because goodwill as a percentage to total asset. Because to define whether the goodwill is good or bad is I mean every year you have to see whether this goodwill generate enough cash flow for you. If generate enough cash flow for you, mean the cash portion of your asset will increase rather than the goodwill higher than the cash available.
Understand what it means. But it's kind of strange. You see, there is a so-called item meaning to here. It says investment. I have no idea what kind of investment they are putting in. So they want to acquire this, which is acquire is actually serve as a very big portions of this compared to others.
Did they show in a footnote what is this investment about?
This is the details
This one,
already.
only this one.
This is the details already, and they didn't mention any other things. This one, the primary acquisition is on this. No, nothing much on this aside for the main number that I show you here.
131314. The number also not same, eh?
What?
You see here 1719, right? Then you scroll back to the Gentrack one. Just now, scroll down, I think, or scroll up.
Down. What's that?
Yeah, investment balance here 1077 plus 340 plus 80 also is not 17 something.
17 something. 14 14. You see the measurement period.
Okay.
I am referring to this, bro. Final allocation.
Okay.
So it's right now.
Okay, can understand.
Investment, or you're talking about this. Okay. So over 1,000 million actually to so-called what this transmission.
Actually, I understand this part investment. This investment is about like you joint venture or acquire a portion of share in your subsidiary. I believe this Gentrack maybe enter China with this I think Jiangxi or Dongfei, they are joint venture with China company, so they cannot, or the ownership percentage is only 50%, of the other 50 is belong to China.
I see.
This is not a listed company, right?
I think I never heard of Gentrack.
Because they write here equity investment, no?
Oh, equity investment is like private equity lah.
Oh, okay. Understand.
That's a normal practice in China, though, to enter.
Okay, then my next question is from the numbers, are you able to see whether they are actually their GPM, is it high or low? And then are you able to find out like the over time, is it growing or actually they are just getting smaller and smaller?
No, they are basically it's not slow. I would say growing steadily. This is the gross profit margin over the 10 years. You will see that. I would not say really grow very in terms of aggressively, but I would say the performance somehow they are able to maintain across the year. Of course, it's improved starting from the early year, then you just maintain floating. Not much changes. Yeah.
Okay. 15%.
Mm.
Okay.
But if you see they are actually have kind of cash flow across the year. So slowly you will see there's a pattern of growing one.
Okay, well, quite good, huh? This.
But you need to consider okay, good part in terms of the cash flow, but they are also spending increasing amount in terms of their investment. Not to say capex on buying the new stuff, a machine. But the good thing is they are not just buying buildings, they're buying more machine stuff.
Because if you read all the annual reports for this company, they are apparently investing quite heavily on robotics. What? So I'm wondering, is it kind of like they're replenishing all their existing machines to newer machines, which in the longer run actually is worth to spend this money, lah? You know?
Mm-hmm. Part of the money go is they did mention about it. Part of that.
Yeah. Or is it like a maintenance capex kind of thing? So don't know whether you can find out further. Okay. And then are you able to check like their R&D spending on R&D, all this, is it increasing over the years or?
This one I will just jot down. I'll just put it in the notes later.
Okay. Okay, that's all for me.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, next. Whose company next? Annabelle study with whose company? Who? I mean, sorry.
Annabelle study with Panya.
What company? Oh, intelligence system, right? Okay, but Huanya is taking notes. Okay, Huanya one last one. Hong Kong one, Hong Kong, anything to update?
My side. No need to wait for Darren, right?
You update your part lah.
Oh, that's my part. Okay, sure, no problem. Okay, from my part. Okay. Nothing much. Can see
Can.
Okay, just to recall, this is a financial that I shared last time. So the one in red color actually shows that the previous acquisition in 2016, which they acquired for General Electric applicants, they acquired from there. So first of all, revenue jump, value of PP also jump. Of course, goodwill is quite high. You can see jump from 1,000 million becomes about 29 billion in total. Okay, that also increased. Everything looks standard because of the acquisition. Okay, this time round, just to update a little bit, two of the local peers, which currently their market cap comparison here is still at about 96 billion, the updated one, and another two companies are 300 over billion. This market cap comparison. Overall, I still think here, in terms of earning power,
我moment EV over EBIT of Haier is 0.24.
Me?
MTL.
Go on.
I think that's, I mean,
PE less than 1 already. MTL already.
I got a reject.
你儿子还没有睡觉啊？
EV
啊？
儿子在跟我一起 research 哦。
跟你一起 research。
还要一起 research 啊？
Morningstar。
其实你爸爸在做坏事。
爸爸在看
No. Wow. Look at
You
this.
should teach
Maybe
your
this
you should teach
person's
your children
computer
how to
so
say
it's-
huh.
My EV over EV so low.
How you gonna say that?
Not be.
Maybe it is
Okay,
that
reject,
low.
reject.
Yeah, I didn't realize that one. EV over EV. Yes.
2030.
No lah, 7 point something.
Ah,
7.02.
luckily you scare me.
Haha.
But still quite low. Still quite low.
Based on growth focus.
What's Yes, lah.
Why ah?
Electric appliance company usually range between this kind of variation one.
Actually, the
Yeah,
around
okay.
all the PE also quite
Cyclical
low.
meh?
Huh? Because
PE all
electric appliance company are facing consumer cyclical one. You cannot pay on PE buy one because it's cyclical one.
You are right.
Yes, yes. So
Don't touch. Carry it. Drop.
this type of company usually you base on their product innovation, no? You base on their new product, or otherwise how? You cannot be based
Okay.
on.
One thing, based on their local company, they are having a similar trend. You see back in the trend actually starts since about 2007. Then comes to here, some effect from the trade war over here. And actually over is still quite trendy. So just for years. Then
You see this chart? No. I mean, you see this chart, very high attack. You see the volatility.
Yeah,
okay.
this is why the cyclical company means.
Yes.
Okay ma, swing trading ma.
And over here. So actually, this company they are ongoing. The main effect of course trade war at the moment. Other than that, I think 我们 going innovation
有 trade war 咩？怎么那 trade war 没有 feel？
那个
因为你看 max 嘛，如果你看5年，你会看到那个 feeling 的。
对，
哦 ，OK OK OK。
你会看
But anyway, these few companies also they're focused on selling to their own people at China.
Yeah. I mean,
no higher you can see around the world.
but I think higher is one of the dominant leader in China.
And of course, higher is not selling. It's not only the higher brand only. The company consists of the Fisher and what paper. One of that.
Oh, that one
I
is
think
branded.
Electrolux also under them.
Oh, is it? Electrolux also under that. Okay.
You see Electrolux? I
Electrolux brand is it?
Remember few brand under them. So it's not only higher. So if you by buying Fisher, the fish and Kia, the one also under them. Right? Electrolux, I need to recheck. I recall it is I need to double confirm. Okay. So I wouldn't say the financial is nice. Still okay, reasonable level. Potential to grow, I believe this one will need to depends on Darren again. Because if you can see EPS all still remain quite low. And ROE 1% compared to 20 and 30 plus. PE 11, 15 and 13. So they actually quite near the level. So for them to catch up to the biggest level, a higher level, it might have some difficulty. But based on revenue, the CAGR for this one I checked, I tried to do a calculation. 5 years CAGR about 15%, then 10 years and 15 years about 20%. Revenue CAGR.
Wow. Net revenue is it? Okay.
Revenue, it's not revenue. So it actually jump quite fast. But in terms of earning, which is the GPM, okay, 20+%, but net margin is the lowest at the moment.
they are expanding their market share
They
other than
expand
other than increase the margin.
profitability. Correct.
对的。
They're expanding, but not the profitability.
但是 CCC 是 negative 的哦。
全部是 negative 的，不只是，因为它是 cyclical 嘛，所以 stock in stock out in stock out 很快。
因为他们很简单啊，他们一卖不完，他们就做 fire sales 的。你会看到很多 mega sales Karens 那种 mall 啊，或者
连你懂啊，那种什么 New Year
Mega Sale Karen 也是很贵诶。
Chinese New Year sales 啊 ，whatever sales 没得买。
就是咯。
And then to be honest,
11 coming。
现在的时候，这种电器最多那2-3年就换一次了。你说 last time you need to take 5-10 years to change one。
给 Richard 买啊 ，Richard 要 expand 他 business。
Right, that they are able to leverage on their supplier.
I would say still able to, but at a slower pace.
Because you can see their payables is super high, what, all of them.
This their strong level, they are benefit from them.
4 months.
4 months.
So this company's the reason for selling this company is because it is growing or what?
I think I remember they enter into IoT, right?
Yeah, you continue.
I mean, last time I remember Darren saying they are into Internet of Things, right? Internet of Things device.
Yeah, means your refrigerator or whatever washing machine they can go into. They are
mistaken,
Reminds me of
IoT,
Xiaomi ah.
Yeah, if not mistaken, actually Xiaomi is the one that is leading the way in China for IoT.
Oh, yeah, man?
right?
They are leading meh?
Yeah, Xiaomi is the leading.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
just
wearing their watch.
I'm wearing that watch.
Disclaimer, disclaimer that Adrian and I think Terry also are shareholders of Xiaomi.
I mean, I'm no longer.
No lah, he sold already lah. That
I
day,
sold already.
yeah lah.
Oh, okay.
I-
You say it's everything. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, nothing from my side.
Now Adrian is the owner of Masayoshi already. Different. Hey, smart home are they moving into the smart sector? Hongget.
They are what, like just last time Darren mentioned, they are
they
going
are
to connect like
Okay.
the Wi-Fi thing to the refrigerator or the machine. So like you even
So
in
they
future,
auto
you might have more
like, they have
touchscreen
enough-
on the refrigerator lah.
I don't have enough veggie. They will auto order for me veggie.
You can done through there. Means you can even you open your refrigerator, you see something is not good. Then from your screen on the refrigerator, when you touch something, you're able to buy things.
Okay,
So
very
possible in future they will connect to the online market. I mean online shopping market.
Segment percentage.
Oh, good question. I need to find.
Your
Market share is it?
No. This IoT thing is it a significant segment to them? Is it growing?
Report lah.
This one?
I mean, you all say very nice, but is it happening?
I don't think they separate out. I don't think they separate out. I don't think they separate the IoT out from whatever they were
I
selling.
think it was attached to all these components.
Oh, Zhang Ruimin sounds like a famous people.
The leadership style, I mean, looking at the history and story looks quite good lah. But these people.
Haier is mainly famous for their fridge, right?
Haier, my home family was using washing machine. Cheap.
They got breakdown like what they sell or not in their annual report.
This one? The screen they're showing? Air conditioner, refrigerator, kitchen appliance, washing machine.
Integrated channel. Okay.
There is more on services lah. But main product sell is top 4 lah.
Wow, my refrigerator 卖到36 billion 了。
你太小看中国人了，真的。
中国人每次买冰橱啊。
好像有 numbers can think of just 1,000 and 10,000 The business really the big one, eh?
Wait, while you were talking just now, someone was moving the chair or something. I cannot hear the whole sentence.
Okay, my side done
Oh,
already.
I say you cannot think of business only 1,000 and 10,000 only. Eh?
Oh yeah lah, of course lah, of course.
Okay, any questions?
Okay. Next.
Right.
No question. Me.
So you guys, and you want to go first or I go first?
Anything?
Okay, then I'll go first. Then.
Daniel is doing what?
The Natoko, the paint company.
Oh, pink color.
You know when you say Natoko, it sounds like
都有油菜
Onion
㗎嘛。
big loose,
it sounds like La Tok Kong, you know. Sounds like it sounds like you're going to do some prayer or something, you know.
So,
La
What?
Tok
Who?
Kong.
Who? Okay.
Continue. Okay. Wait.
Okay. You help me to take some note.
Sure.
This part is mainly it's actually touched already. This one. So Natoko is a paint company. All right. So current market cap is 9 billion in Japan yen, which is very small actually. Okay, so a few things. Why look at this company? Mispricing simply due to relatively low valuations compared to the global renowned peers. All right. So as I mentioned before this, it could tap into the growing potential from global investment into electric cars because they do have functional materials to apply onto electric cars. The extension yet to be known. So far, at least from what I know so far, it would tend to still stay at this range. But in terms of growth, there could be. So what draws me to it is because of the improving and resilient and also improving balance sheet and good amount of cash to hold out. Why I say hold out is because this paint industry overall, if you compare across all the peers, they are all declining margins. It would be good if they are increasing revenue at the same time. This industry is badly hit by trade wars and slowdown in the manufacturing sector, or actually resetting the manufacturing sector. So this has already talked about this industrial coatings. So what I wanted to update is okay. This one, revenue mainly comes from Japan, but 12% from Asia. But this Asia portion is growing very fast. It's actually double-digit growing, and I think it's 10. I don't know, 20% or 40%. Yeah, from Asia. And every year spend about 5 to 7% revenue in R&D. But the R&D, you can see that is moving forwards towards the functional materials, which has a higher growth potential. They see this segment is growing, so they spend more R&D in it. So you can see from revenue, the orange color one is the functional material. So ever since, say, bottom out in 2015, they are growing quite fast.
The percentage of the functional material over total sales?
Let's go to Excel.
Sorry, what's functional?
Functional, okay. Perhaps I skip a bit on that. I show you back at the slide.
Okay. Functional material coating for smartphone and vehicle, is it?
Okay, you look into the website already. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Why is it called functional? Means people use it.
No. It means it has. It's not just a layer of plastic. It has several attributes like anti-scratch, like block refraction, and so on and so forth. So they name it as functional materials. A resin-based material that exhibits characteristics through proper R&D. So what I'm gonna revenue portion. So functional materials, you look at the revenue portion, it is actually increasing. So bottoming out from 2015, you can see that it's gradually increasing, and no wonder the management is putting more R&D into this segment. If you look into the growth, year-on-year change, 47, 27, 27, 8.2, yeah, it is slowing down, but no doubt that this segment is increasing very fast. Okay, I mentioned about this. Wait, sorry, I have not mentioned about this. Yeah, I mentioned that I rely on R&D, establish production facility, and these X factors. So if you ask me about like what's so special about Natoko, about their paint, and are they super good as compared to the other brand? Sorry, I don't see any special things about that. So the highlight for this company is about how well they run their company operations, and are they gonna be the likely winner in this difficult landscape? Growth potential from China, investment, never mind this. Okay, trade wars mentioned, competition, yes. Yeah. So these are just a few of the extracts. I'm pretty sure that if you just type electric cars and investment in Google, you can find a lot more articles about this, and not just Thailand and China, right? So I put these two because these are the two markets that this company has, Natoko has strong presence in. At least they have a production facility over there, and this means something for Japanese company like them, a small one, to actually willing to fork out capital to expect to build one production facility in that country. It means that they're either secured a lot of sales in their backlog to demand that production facility over there, so they don't have to pay for a long distance shipping, or they're foreseeing a lot of growth in that country and they want to capture it. So they recently built one in Thailand, 2019, just done. Yep. And this actually coincident with Thailand government pushing on electric car sales. Yeah, by giving incentives and subsidies. China side has been there for a long while, previously selling paints and coats. Now they can tap onto their push for electric cars as well. And they have one sales office, not yet production facility, sales office in Philippines as well. Yeah. So, all right, corporate structure, straightforward, nothing much. One subsidiary, one production facility. So who are they? These top 10 shareholders. You would be surprised to see that a lot of them are called Shibuya, and they are the directors of this company in top 10 shareholdings. And if you compare to 2017, all of these shareholdings are actually increasing. So, yep. So, next, last thing that I want to show you is about the peers comparison. No doubt, if you compare the Natoko with the rest of peers, it is one of the smallest. But okay, common thing about this industry, all of the peers, yes, their revenue is growing. Some of them are already not growing, but their EBIT growth is either slow or they are already on a decreasing trend. Okay, so in short, what I can see that this industry is hit by the the slowdown in the manufacturing. So the thing is about identify who's going to be the potential winner of this. Yeah. On this, well, um, is what you call. I would say the Natoko is fundamental wise, in terms of operation wise, it makes more sense to me at least. And yeah, as compared to the renowned brand, is price cheaper. Okay. It's just that we need to bear in mind that this is susceptible to the business cycle in the manufacturing line. So yes, it could be cyclical. This sort of business. Yeah, yeah. So if you ask me if I would put my money on it in this company, I would say not yet. Or at least I would say no yet. It also, part of it is also because that despite spending this time to look into these companies, I do not have a strong confidence in their uniqueness of their product yet, or at least whether they are actually standing out as compared to their peers. I can only look from a number side, and that's all I know. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I guess that's all for my sharing.
Any question? Seems like no. Okay,
Oh,
move on. Who is next?
you are saying something, Richard, or
You say, you just saying who is next.
Hey Daniel, you sound like you're on top of the mountain or something, you know.
okay, I move aside a bit.
Are you on
There's
top of the Boga Hill?
no. There's a fan blowing.
You're still in progress here. Hey bro, we're back already.
Um, okay. Well, I guess the next one will be you, Wan Yang.
Sure. Allow me to sell the company.
Why is the share price keep hovering between 40 and 50? Wan Yang?
That one because Richard haven't buy it. Otherwise it will go up or go down very fast, depending.
For your information, I won't buy that. I won't buy it.
I haven't present, then you say won't buy already.
You present last round, but I won't buy it, I think. Never mind, continue.
Okay, let's see. oh, open the wrong thing. This one. Okay, quick one. So, since last year, this one is 800%, so better than A2 milk. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
It's only about 400 million market cap. So this company, actually, frankly, if you why like that is because they have the Apple Card thing lah. This I think everyone already knows. Okay. Okay, this one I think I don't have to highlight because this one I saw on Annabelle side got. So basically they like to buy and sell business, right? They like to buy and sell business. So this company is something different. Okay, all this you can also go and see. Let's talk about some financials first. Financially, you see a company in 2015 onwards, 2015 they sold off their Camfree, their subsidiary. And then they're left with Callcard, which is their sole operating business right now. So Callcard is what's driving the the revenue and profit lah at the moment. All right. Hence, that's why their cash and cash equivalent also jump up very high. And then recently, why they can jump so fast because their profit and cash is coming back in recently. Okay. So yeah, so actually this one is the same thing that I've mentioned just now. So why like that? It's because they sold off Cam Free and then become like that. Actually quite clean because they don't have debt. They don't have debt and they are a software company. Yeah, in short. Okay.
Okay.
But more importantly is their revenue model, which I actually send a PDF to you all in a group. You can go and read the whole thing. Actually,
I read that before.
yeah, the last few pages is the revenue model. The revenue model is more important than the financial itself right now, because you want to know how much how this company actually earns money, because it's not really transparent in the annual report. You cannot really dig it in the website, so you have to find some banker who somehow able to figure it out. Okay, so R&D expenses usually is quite high, but recently it dropped. Okay, and then marketing also they don't do much marketing recently. And why? I don't know. Okay, and then let's see any other significant. Nothing much. Okay. Okay. You see recent revenue. This is second quarter, which is 6 months. 6 months ended for 2019. Recently recent revenue growth 64%. Okay. Maybe not enough based on their PE right now. And then you compare to their peers INS right now today let's talk about market cap first market cap is 400 million. Their peers is all in billion. Okay. But okay, hard to tell also, because all these are also financial company. You can download the Excel in the shared folder. The shared folder here, you see all this red thing. There's some description that talk about what the company does. So each company is different. Because they are payment processing, they are like the back end, the backbone that supports the credit system, the algorithm that when you swipe your card, the payment solution for the retailers, for the business owners. So they are something like that the backbone So I think just now over here there's a very good story I saw. Yeah, over here. Adrian, you want to say something?
Actually, if you want to want more, I mean, if you listen or read the webcast, the webcast, you have more really in depth understanding the business one.
Correct.
The CEO actually share a lot on.
Yes, what you say is correct. Because based on what I see here, also they talk about the webcast. So, Annabelle have to go and see the webcast now. Okay, if you are interested in the company, you have to look at the webcast. So, but from what I've read so far, this thing is interesting because it says okay, so this is a story. Now it's a story time.
But if you say why is the volatile, meaning the share price never move because the the short interest meaning people short selling this company. I mean, if this company has about 2 million shares, about almost 500,000 is short sell.
About 25%.
25% of the people in this company are short selling.
Why
They think this company is a scam.
It's a fraud Okay. Yeah. Because I wouldn't blame them also, because it's very hard to understand what they really do and then how they charge, because it's not transparent. They don't say. And then like let's say if I'm a retailer, I want to apply core card. Okay, how do I apply So just like I go to the website and then I try finding the how to apply basically. So a lot of jargon. I mean, I can send this PDF to you so you can read it out. Okay, but I think to make things simple, I say okay, this is something interesting. You can see the slides. They talk about their software environment requirement. They talk about the processing that they use. Okay.
So
Maybe
now
agent,
still looking.
maybe what do you mean? Yeah, maybe this one is a two-man company. Can do PDF. Then 400 million already.
I
Okay,
mean,
wait. Okay.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
Mitchell
So
want to say something.
you look back into the
mm,
PDF. I can just give you some tips lah. You know.
see
Uh, okay, it's good. No, don't move. Okay, required third-party software. Zoom into that place. How old is
this
this
one.
document, by the way?
This one. Don't know. Don't know.
Are
Didn't
you
write.
able to check how old is it? Is it in the first page?
Why I saw 2005.
Got 2005.
On the first page of this PDF, do they show the date of the file? No, serious.
This is an evergreen PDF. Do once.
Okay. You can go back to
Okay
that
lah.
page again.
Assuming maybe more than 10 years ago lah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, then that makes sense. Okay, so third-party software. I mean, don't need to think, no. So Windows Server 2003. We are at 2019, right? I think.
I think 2002 is
No
what?
lah.
2002
No,
is
serious.
already entered
Uh,
with start on
yeah. We start already. So
2003.
SQL Server 2005. Okay. .NET. I mean, in our programming world,
.NET.
.NET
Now already 4.1.
2.0. Yeah.
Okay.
So either this document is extremely old, and even the presentation in terms of the document presented as a specification document is also that old, older
Mm.
than me maybe. But yeah. So I hope this
2010.
is not
2010.
a
2010.
Oh my god, 2010 still using 2003 software.
Revision 2010-02, probably February.
I don't know, but if it's based on this, they are, to be frank, in terms of technology wise, mamate lor.
Okay, never mind. Okay, assume. Okay, either they have a legit business or you think they are a scam. Okay, both is good. Okay, now we study.
I
If you think it's a scam, we think we study why, how professional this scam is. So how professional they can present themselves. But apparently, something interesting that you should look at is what they can. Okay, this one is what the CEO say. What the CEO say lah. So uh, they say okay. When this okay, there's a story here lah. When you go to the shop, you buy a 3,000 boat, okay, then you can actually choose how many years of repayment that you want, okay, and then depending on your CTOS in Malaysia is CTOS, your credit scoring. So your credit scoring algorithm will actually run, and then like it will give you the interest rate, okay, and then you can see your monthly payment, and then uh after that he goes and go to the shop again and buy another thing. So usually normal practice you buy different thing, uh different loan it's considered a different loan, so you got different statements. So to them they actually combine everything together, so you actually get everything together, and then if you yeah, see, so loan platform can handle everything, so it's a customer friendly solution lah, they say lah. And then if you refund, if you do any like you don't want the product already, you send back, also this call card can process itself, their backend can process itself. mm.
So funny.
Mm?
You mean if I use Maybank, they cannot do this?
Maybank also rely on the backend they rely
Yeah,
on the
but they
backbone
don't rely on
to
core card,
yeah
So
lah.
does
I
it
don't know what
mean
they rely on
the
lah.
whole world? Does it mean the whole world we all rely on core card or what? Or what? Because the things that you say, there's no differentiation factor.
Could be. It's because I'm not in the card software business okay, so I don't know like how high tech people can go, because frankly speaking if you go and the perception is that tech company are very high tech, but actually if you really go in and study, break it down, it's not that high tech per se.
Yeah, correct. I mean,
Yeah,
if you want to study this, right, and this type of industry, I would even recommend the next company you can study is Square.
Oh yeah.
Square Inc. Mm-mm.
That is quite interesting one. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Square Inc.
The Twitter
See,
boss,
go and see the share price.
Wow, I see this guy. You see the face?
Twitter boss.
Who is this? Yeah, this is the boss of Twitter.
Twitter, Jack Dorsey.
Mm,
You go click the share price.
Where's the share?
the SQ. Ah,
See,
26 billion.
you put
see
max.
maximum. Okay, or not that much, or
Not a lot. A few 100%. No, few 100%. No.
So,
Over the years.
Mm.
But this one since when? 2015.
but anyway, that means when the IPO also is very highly valued lah.
But you can call them, you see, customer service.
You know, never mind. This is another topic. Okay, we skip.
Hey, say lah. What you know? What I don't know.
This is called cliffhanger. Cliffhanger. Okay. But anyway, call card. What I say? I don't know, is it a scam or whatsoever? Because I did not really study into this company very deep. But then
Yeah,
I'm just
if
asking
mm,
is it fully priced in whatever that growth that they are thinking of already, or you still think that they are
for me,
growing?
I cannot give you an answer because I cannot find out their revenue model.
I thought you said already the document.
No,
You
no, no.
present the document.
This got. It says got license fee, got service revenue from annual maintenance. Okay, and then also you got your processing services like paid per account per month. So that means you got more customer taking loan from Apple Card. Then maybe you they get more fees. But the problem is I don't know. I don't know how many percentage actually this company really get, this INS really get.
You know, I think personally, I think I read it. Because IS never in themselves never review who their customer, but
Mm.
their customer got somehow lead off. One of the background supplier is IS, and then one of the customer in Euro IS has is Wirecard.
Wirecard AG, is it?
Wirecard is I mean his is IS customer, and then recently Wirecard also
Wirecard.
accounting for. You can see the headline of Wirecard.
Oh, yo,
Accounting fraud. Kena sell.
20%.
Yeah.
Oh, Wirecard got accounting fraud. Oh.
Yes.
But this company is very big one. Germany one. Okay.
So
Okay.
and then just now you show about the three ways that they make money, right? And then let's say if I'm Apple lah, and then you know my style if I'm Apple, I would normally squeeze the suppliers from So which one will I not pay to INS? Probably processing services. I think I won't pay.
Yeah lah, but
One
but
ask me to pay.
your but it doesn't make sense. But if processing services you don't pay, that means like when you have more customer, you need more back end punya processing power and also maybe customer service
I think IS does not deal with Apple directly one. IS deal with Goldman Sachs deal with Apple one.
Oh yeah why like that one
Because
I see.
Because it's Apple hire Goldman Sachs to do the Apple Card. So Goldman Sachs choose IS to do the Apple Card. So Goldman Sachs has a key person. I mean Goldman Sachs can reject IS if Goldman Sachs don't want IS.
But Goldman Sachs also responsible for YMDB
So in this case, right? In terms of hierarchy, like Apple is facing consumer
Goldman.
consumer.
Okay.
So the middle tier, I mean, this is the top tier lah. Then the middle tier is actually INS or Goldman Sachs.
Goldman Sachs. I mean
Because I thinking now Goldman Sachs is at the bottom, bottom tier, whereby in terms of systems, actually, you have the mid tier and then you have the front facing tier and then you have the back end, right? So in terms of the like Goldman Sachs is actually the bank that
Goldman Sachs is
allows
the
all the
bank.
transactions, right? So INS is actually like the linkage between the Apple's card and the app
And the Goldman Sachs, the bank,
Goldman
oh,
Sachs.
the
Yeah.
bank, oh. Yeah, lor.
So if imagine you are this company, this so-called 400 million tiny company, and you're squeezed in between two of these giants, do you think they will squeeze all your fees or not? I think will they.
But yeah lah, even if they squeeze you like that, you even like the fish that give you the bone, you still got bone there.
Correct. So
Yeah lah.
I'm not doubting that. So now the question is, at the current price, you say 800% ma. So is it already fully valued, or you think it will still grow another 800%? Because from 800%, from 400 million, you divide 800% is only what, maybe 50, 60 million. Yeah, then that time is very tiny ma.
Yeah.
Eat
So
also you
For me, the crucial question is, other than Apple Card or Goldman Sachs, can they have another this large customer or not?
I think can can.
But usually when they announce it's really too late for you to buy. Right?
Because
Yeah,
I think I read the webcast in last quarter. The CEO say they have no room for new customer.
No room,
They are already picked with current order, means the dealing with Goldman Sachs, they already picked. They cannot accept new customer anymore.
Oh, that
Meaning
means their back end cannot process,
cannot process fast enough. So he also mentioned some customer also pissed off because you cannot accept him.
Sounds like a good
Funny,
problem
right?
to have.
Funny, right? You're a software company. You're supposed to be scalable without limits, and then after that, oh, sorry, I only can take Apple because Apple too big. I don't want to take either. Maybe they lazy lah. They don't want to take small one, or maybe they really don't have the capacity to grow.
But no lah. But it still makes sense. It still makes sense because you need your server to run this.
For your
Pokemon one.
information, if you use AWS or this cloud service, there is no such issue.
For your banking processing or.
Yeah, of course. Do you know a lot of big companies, even banks, are using AWS and all this cloud?
Amazon Web
hosting?
Service.
Yeah.
You're paying the
And,
Amazon. I buy Amazon son like that.
Oh, then don't you know Amazon, one of the largest revenue, I mean their money making thing is actually not from their e-commerce. It's actually from AWS.
No lah, e-commerce also lah.
One of the largest lah, I mean.
Uh-uh.
One of the most profitable one.
Okay, interesting. Good.
So
Good.
yeah, so I mean since I'm a IT guy, whatever this guy's excuse he's giving quite funny lah. I just feel.
Oh, you mean that he cannot? He was saying that he got not enough room. That
This Doctor Strange
Yeah.
is really strange lah.
Doctor Strange.
No, because I think anyhow, all the while this company is actually more like a VC or something like that, right? It's not really like a IT company outright.
Right.
So I don't think he has the intention to kind of grow it big, but wow, suddenly Apple come in, then whack lor. So if he is those type of VC as in what he was originally being, then there will be a time where he will either exit this business or he will just sell the shares or something like that lah.
Yep. Of course.
Okay lor.
Mr.
Then
Strange.
I think maybe you need to ask the question to the GIM members is like TK and Kevin Sito is, did they buy before the 800% or did they buy at 600% or something like that?
I think I know when. I know when they buy lah. Here lah.
I think they buy at 20 something.
There was
When
a
they drop.
dip. There was a dip like this year or something. Here. Yeah.
So it's only 100%.
About 60%. Last time was 100%, and then it fell. Don't know why it fell.
Yeah, so then it keep hovering between 50 and 40 there. I see. I have been looking at it for past few months or so. I don't know. So funny.
You know, after I listen to the webcast, I already like I don't want to look at it. No, 没有那个 kick 啊。
没有啦 kick 啊，诶，怎么嘞？诶，那个 CEO 在卖这家公司啊。
没有啦，I mean 不懂啊，就是我觉得那个 CEO 不像在这一行。
Okay. Yeah. So okay lah. It's interesting. It's interesting.
DYODD.
Yeah, DLD. When you say that means me myself I also don't have a conclusion regarding this company because
I
it's
mean,
too
it might go up to 100. I don't know.
yes, very hard to tell because it's you don't even know what they're doing. Don't even know like I mean we
No,
try to know.
I think you know what they're doing, but I mean, whatever they're doing, just that you're not confident whether they can do it better or not.
In a sense, yes, and also in a sense that they don't disclose their the way that like for example AWS, all this you know how they make money ma. But like for INS, it's like you don't really know lah.
Then from the angle, I also don't know whether are they restricted to tell certain things or not. Actually,
Oh,
because of the agreements that they might sign with, Apple and stuff.
okay. So that's all from me.
Is Annabelle supposed to present something? Okay. That's all right. Sure, nothing, right?
I guess that's all for the company side, company research side.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else to talk? Where are we going? Broca Hill?
For the MCO side, well, continuing from what we discussed on the day, right? So moving up, how do you guys think of that what you call that dedicated sharing thing? I mean, we definitely gonna try out and see how it works. That's why I sort of like to generate some ideas. Then we get input as well, what we need as well from each one of you.
Yeah, cut off first. Daniel, are you able